Ep podcast, season number 2.
Season 2. We in this thing.
So we're gonna start off as you.
Is that a blooper?
No, you don't.
Keep going.
Right. Just kidding. Joke. Starting off with table topics. We're gonna roll it on over to Brittany.
So the table topic for this episode is going to be: have you ever drunked out someone?
Have you ever done what?
Drunk dial.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
She repeated it like you haven't. Bitch, everybody in this room has done a drunk dial
Drunk
or
dial
a
and
thousand.
drunk text are two different things.
Girls
And you've done both.
And you done
What?
Sure have.
Okay.
What are you questioning?
I guess to make it more interesting, have you ever done anything crazy while drunk? Like towards like pull up to somebody's house or like stuff like that. You know
Why?
what I mean?
She said that's not the question.
Yeah.
No, but
That's not like Brittany.
no,
Trying to
we
say somebody else.
remix it a little bit here.
Remix
No,
it.
we can stick to the
I've done it. I
What?
think I told my story like that before on here.
Drunk
Indirectly.
Well,
yeah.
I have a story as well.
Okay, what's your story?
I
Go
was,
ahead, bitch.
because remember I was at my homegirl's house and something happened and I drove from her house somewhere else.
A few different counties up.
No
I'm
lie.
in the counties.
Yeah,
Nah.
Like
I got here
No.
pretty quick. So, but no, I've had an instance like that before.
And you did it because you
I was drunk
You think if
and-
you were sober, you would have been like,
Well, I
nah,
probably would
what
have
is
still
this
done
shit?
it, but I was
Right.
amped up more because I was drunk.
Yeah.
Like I started drinking. At first I was chill, and then I started drinking, and then I was like, all right, I'm ready. And I got up really, really
Wait,
quick.
did they know you were coming?
Absolutely, I called.
Oh.
And then the homegirl whose house that she was at, I was in Salt Lake City at the time, called me from Salt Lake City like I could do something about it.
Yeah, let me just hop on this flight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get there
be
in
there in 10.
3 minutes.
Like,
I said, just wait right there, I'm coming. And that was that. So that's my story.
I don't think I've done anything like really great, like drunk dialing 1000%, drunk texting 1000%. But I think it's like I just do sexual shit. Like there's nothing. I think that's just it. Like my drunk dialing is sexual. My drunk texting is sexual. My drunk actions are sexual. Like I don't think I've ever done anything else that's too like. Ooh.
No, maybe I'm just by myself.
Nah, I've definitely pulled up before.
Because you were drunk.
that's like hard for me
But
to answer
it's
because
not maybe.
I'm pulling up sober, drunk,
I
like
would say
whatever. So I really couldn't
Right,
blame
okay.
that on that.
But you're more
have
so amped up when you
Yeah,
are
when you're
drunk. I feel
drunk,
like
yeah.
because I would drive by.
Like I
sober
say,
as well.
instead of going
I don't know
home.
about Robin.
Yeah, I'm being for real. Like
I
it
don't
makes
know.
no difference. Like if I'm like drinking or not. Like hey, I'm outside.
I get that, but you've done an action that you probably weren't expecting to do that night.
I've done that sober. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like that pulling up for this is bad. But like
Are we
pulling
pulling up unexpected or expected?
Either or.
both of them.
No,
Like
both
what's
of
up? Like so that's what I'm saying. That one's a toughie for me to personally that. But have I drunk dialed somebody before?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sometimes for bad reasons, sometimes for good reasons.
Yeah.
What's a good reason?
Sex, bitch.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
I mean, what's the bad reason?
Yeah, that's okay.
Bitch,
What's the bad
You
reason?
thinking of old ass shit? You had a
Oh.
dream you had, bitch, and now you
Shit,
drunk and
it
it's
don't
coming
Somebody
to the
you weren't
front.
supposed to be, like you didn't want to reconnect with, and then you jumped out.
No, or like
You were.
Somebody-
I'm drunk dialing and you're not answering and I have to be
Or
at
even
your
in
house.
a
Oh,
sense where
okay.
somebody you're not supposed to be dialing and you do dialing because you are drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
That hasn't happened to me in a very long
Well,
time.
me
Same.
I'm so glad.
Same.
I'm out there.
Same.
But that's also another instance.
Here, look at this.
She ain't got
Girl,
no
The one who was laughing the hardest
The whole
at first.
Yeah, what's your story?
I don't have.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a story. I know.
I
I
have a
mean,
few stories.
historically, like in the past, I have
Historically.
as a
It don't have to be recently.
I
bitch.
said I do have an encounter where I initiated a conversation I probably would not have initiated because I was drinking. So.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get drunk. It's not beer balls. get the beer balls. And sometimes you need it. Like even before we did our photo shoot, you know what I'm saying? Some of us
brings it out.
Some
of us took some shots.
I definitely say a lot more when I'm drunk. I talk a lot when I'm drunk. Do I talk a lot?
I don't think so.
I don't think
You
so
don't talk a
either.
lot, but you talk more than you
She be
usually
not.
would.
I don't know.
I
about
think
that
she
either.
does. She does. She talks a little bit more than she would.
Britt talk a lot when she's drunk.
Yeah, I do. Cause I be
Talking a lot when you're drunk.
already.
Did everybody talk for table topics? Did you talk? Did you say something?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Okay, yeah, that was good.
You can't relate.
You did say anything, did you?
I did.
Oh.
What did you say? I don't remember.
What did you
She
share?
said
Like,
lying.
you know,
Yeah,
like,
we
drunk
never-
dial.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure I commented on that, but I didn't have the story. I didn't know.
I think she may have said something.
That is,
But like what's funny is
she
Casey's
drunk
the
that she leaves drunk voicemail.
she's the one who
No, cause you have to.
That's
she
when the
was
crazy
crazy.
come out of Casey.
She sure did, but she definitely. Wow, I forgot about you there.
I forgot about you. I didn't.
No, I didn't forget about
I
her at
didn't.
all. I was
I
waiting for the
remember.
moment. So I was literally waiting for the moment because I have witnessed right in this parking lot a few
Yeah.
a few of them.
There's no need to speak on that.
From the past, amen.
Historically.
First of all, when she said that, I'm like,
Is she writing on paper?
she wanted us to know, like, listen, this is a long time ago.
Historically.
So I was watching a show, and on the show, there's like 3 best friends or whatever. I think this is where I got it from. Whatever. There's like 3 best friends, and one of them was, I don't even know that. Whatever. One of them was. No, I feel like it was the Bold Type. I was watching the Bold Type, but I really can't remember. But one of the girls were, one of the girls were worried about if she would be able to have a child or not. And I was wondering, would you all be surrogates for your homegirl if you found out that your homegirl couldn't have a baby?
Are you going in order?
I'm gonna do whatever. If my homegirl physically could not,
Right.
then yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna say no to that.
I
I just have a very hard time being pregnant. Like my pregnancy was not.
I was gonna say after I
Great
had my
at
first
all.
child,
That's
I'll let
what
you
I
know
did,
if it's a
yeah.
breeze. I got y'all.
First
No,
off,
mine
mine
was
was
hell. Mine was hell. But I mean, I'm gonna still do it. If you physically cannot, I'm not gonna say no to that.
But my thing is the attachment to the child, so I'm not gonna want to give it to you.
But if you're the surrogate, it's not really
No,
your child.
but
You're
it doesn't
carrying
matter. It's still
the child.
something in my growing
inside.
inside of me that I'm not gonna want to give away.
Right.
So that would be my
I feel the same way. I feel like the
I really
homegirl
find-
answer
yeah.
is supposed to be like, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
of course, I'm my
Find
best
someone
friend. I'll do
else.
whatever. I'll do it for her. But I think the same thing. Like, what did you guys
Okay,
say?
wait. Is it using your egg or using your
Yeah, of course,
homegirl's
using
egg?
your own egg. Using your own egg.
Your friend's egg or yours?
No. Like, I can't have a baby, so I'm giving you my egg.
That's a little different. I thought you meant surrogate in the sense of carrying.
Somebody
Yeah, like
carrying
you're
something.
literally a surrogate and you're carrying the egg of your homegirl and the sperm.
Yeah,
and
that's what I said.
That's what she said.
Okay, so then yeah, then I
Yeah.
think because it's not technically your blood, it's not technically your
Yeah,
kid.
no, I don't-
You're
That's a tough
holding it for. I don't know.
This for me at least just depends on where I'm at in my life. You know what I'm saying? And like, do I have the family that I want to have already before I'm able to give you a kid? And like, it would definitely have to be the type of situation. I agree with Britt. Like, I would feel so attached. So it would have to be the situation. But I can't say that I would never do it. It would, like, my homegirl would have had to have exhausted every other option already, and like I would have to, it would have to be that kind of thing. And also, if it's like us, like everybody gonna have to throw a little something and find you a real surrogate, like someone out. If we just bust down that price and figure it out that way to make you happy, but. Like, and so as far as like, it's not that, I gotta carry it, my body has to go through this, it's just like the emotional part of it.
I would hope you find another surrogate before I would.
Right. I would think that would even be like a weird question. Yeah, it would definitely have to be the last resort because I personally couldn't even imagine asking anyone to any of y'all
Right.
to do anything like that for me, because there are people who that's their whole job is to, you know, be a surrogate. But at the same time, I would understand why someone would say, hey, could you do it, because I know you,
Yeah,
I see you all the time, so I know what you're going through, I know what you're doing with my baby, like I can, you know, feel that security. Right. And then when you talk about like building community and being, you know, in community, you know, ultimately I think that we raise each other's children anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you need, I got you, Like I see both sides of it. And I was also thinking, like, if I had a partner, would I be okay with them carrying somebody else's? Or if I had a male partner, would I feel okay with them donating their sperm to their homegirl? Like, what happens if they have a gay homegirl, you know, who wants
that's
to...
different. That's why I asked that question, because it's different if it's you know, your homegirl's egg and her partner's sperm, as opposed to like your partner's sperm, and that change, because that's genetics and there's nothing you can do about, like, that's just that. I think that changes things and that makes the answer a little harder. For me, it's an automatic yes if it's your stuff.
Like, literally
I feel like your partner just ain't gonna be cool with it.
I say yes, but I probably wouldn't, because I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Now, if it was like, but then again, there are situations where it's like a random surrogate, because some people get paid crazy.
Right.
And I know a girl who has 2 kids of her home, but she was a surrogate for I think 3 other children, and she got paid to do it.
Yeah, a lot of
So I'm
money.
just like, if you go in knowing like, damn, I'm getting paid, don't attach yourself to this child. Would that make a difference? I don't.
Back to back.
I don't know, but I know one of her children, her son is like 6 and her daughter's maybe 2. So in between
that,
she had like 3 more.
Wow. Yeah, I would just also think about the, I guess, like, awkwardness of the child, like, the child being here. Yeah, and it's like, that's not his homegirl, so, like, that's like a touchy, weird ass. Yeah, like, that's just a weird predicament to be in. And especially, and I was thinking about that too, because, you know, we were talking about me having a baby with my partner, and as far as like, I want to do it like naturally, and so as far as finding a man, it's kind of weird. I was thinking like maybe one of my homeboys, you know, I would like that, but then also I'm like, that's also weird as shit. I don't know how he would feel, how any of my homeboys would feel, especially all of us knowing that that's that nigga's jit, and it's not. He has nothing to do with it.
It's almost easier for it to be a
Random.
stranger.
I think the easiest is just a random person.
But then it is, but it isn't, because you have no clue
What their lineage is.
and like spiritually thinking, like, you don't know what the fuck that person is going through. Like, seriously, you don't know what happens when they go home. You know, you don't know what they're dealing with, the demons that they're fighting on the inside, and now I got you carrying my baby in that energy. Like, that's weird too, because I've heard of stories of people who had kids from a surrogate, and they felt no attachment to the kid, first of all, because, you know, they didn't have, because the kid, they didn't carry the kid, so they feel like a weird attachment, and then they felt like demonic presence from the child. They're like, turns out the person who was carrying the child was really going through some shit, had curses on him, or whatever the case is, you know, going through it, and you pay this person buku dollars, and then that's what you get, and you get a.
Y'all ain't never seen that movie with Michael Ealy and that girl was crazy. The surrogate. I think it was the surrogate.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It had
It's a Netflix movie,
and the girl was
when the bow breaks, when
the bow breaks.
When the bow.
And it was exactly that. She was nuts.
Yeah.
But she was a healthy young lady that they picked from
She
a
was
long
attractive.
line.
She had everything.
I know I watched it.
I'm sure I watched it too. I just cannot, like, I have to look remember.
It was a good movie.
So in that case, how does somebody find like the perfect surrogate?
I like those.
But
hard to say, but like, they need money,
Yeah.
so they're going to donate sperm, and now I have this desperate, I don't know, I just the energy, like I have this desperate energy of somebody donating because they need the whatever money it costs, and then now that's my child. I don't know, there's so much to it, and that's why it's like,
It's
I don't,
complicated.
yeah, and I just don't know in my predicament with having kids in my current situation how the hell I'm gonna do it
without paying boku money.
not even without paying buku money. It's just with feeling super comfortable with the person that is giving me my child.
So my question with you is, how soon would you want a child after you meet someone? Is my thing, because
Well, I would like to meet someone.
What if it's been like a year and you're comfortable and it's
Oh, absolutely, especially a year. That's a long time. Yeah, that's a good time. Because
You want a child with someone?
yeah,
to be a
because
candidate
for
a
what I'm looking for.
Oh,
because-
okay, I see what you're saying.
Right.
Not to like be with
a
them.
partner.
Yeah, no,
right.
It's just strictly
Exactly.
father. Yeah.
But I would still prefer to know that. It's such a weird predicament, like, to be in.
And one more question: would you allow them to be in the child's life?
I would prefer them not to. I mean, like,
But what if they
So that's
say
why it can't be a homeboy.
Yeah, what
That's
if they
the
say
problem.
like, that's my stipulation, I want it, but he's a perfect candidate?
no, that doesn't work.
No, I feel that. Trust me, I feel
But you
that.
know what? Also, actually,
Some people do that though.
it does work because I have. No, I thought about it a lot because I've actually said this before, and now I'm really remembering that we were talking about co-parenting and how sometimes it's really pressure lifted off of you to have someone else to be able to help you separately raise your kid, and just so you can have freaking me time, because I do.
I'm gonna have that time when I'm with you.
Yeah, and especially because of like my previous doubts of having kids, it would be nice, I feel like, to have the alleviation of go ahead with your daddy, weekend daddy's weekend, that might be
And
nice.
it's like peas for the mom, peas.
Yeah, but then I can imagine somebody else's, like them having a partner, like their feelings of, that's just, it's such a complicated.
I think it's really circumstantial, and it depends. It's kind of the thing that we can't even be like, what if? We would have to be in the situation, know a person, debate whether or not that person is a good candidate, it's so, there's so
Well, we're
many
vetting. Hello, we're vetting. Alexis is looking for a candidate. We don't know when yet, but just at least if I can have a person in my life, to know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're vetting for the man.
Yes. So that's exciting. It is. Who would have thunk it, right?
Right.
I would have.
I don't want no
kid.
I still don't know.
She literally said that for like 17 years. I don't want a kid.
You're ready. You're ready. So,
You know what really happened? I was recording The Savage Life, and I was talking about my fears of having kids, and what I ultimately realized it was a fear of having kids, and I was scared of raising a freaking human. Like, that's so scary. Like, the thought of you raising.
We're made for it.
I know, and it's just like you don't want to raise a shitty person. I know that's so bad.
No, but you won't.
And then, the girls on the Savage Life were like, from what they knew of me, they literally talked about y'all. They're like, you have like a great support system. Like, you've had the same big group of friends for a long time, and like you don't see that often. And your parents are, supportive of you and all the things that you do. And they're like, you really have like the perfect foundation to have a kid. And like I really thought about it, and I'm like,
But what about the people that do have that perfect foundation and the kid turns up, ooh, like.
Okay, so why would you bring that up when we're just
No,
now
no.
getting her to the point of saying she wants to have a kid?
I wasn't trying to say that. I was trying to say, because I feel like I've had that conversation with you before where it's like, you're right, you just don't know how your kid's gonna end. You just pray that you. No. I'm not saying that. I think there's a really good possibility that the way that you raise your child, but there are some kids that I feel like we're raising them amazing.
but you know what?
I'm just playing devil's advocate. That's
No,
all I'm
I
saying. 'Cause my
understand.
kid's gonna be an angel. They're gonna be angels.
I feel like
angels.
on the outside, like they're perfect, but at home we really don't know what's happening behind the closed doors. And I don't know. I don't think it's really possible to have like good parents really and then have badass kids.
No,
I don't see the correlation. I just don't think that it's possible.
I don't think that it's possible.
The environment is so much. Yeah, no.
What were you gonna say? You think it's possible?
Yeah, because I know someone and they are great parents and they have a few kids and there's just one.
Well, truthfully, mental illness is a real thing too. Like that, and that doesn't mean that you have a bad kid. You have a special needs kid. Like your kid has special needs, and that is different. That is completely different. But when you have a kid who's just,
I guess,
you know what I'm saying, like who got all the sense, and they're just choosing to be ridiculous.
That's all I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
It's just like
I was saying ridiculous.
Because I don't know. I always reflect on y'all and like y'all's family, and I'm looking down. Yeah, this is why I have bomb ass friends. That's why I have bomb ass friends, because we have, not that we don't go through our shit with our parents, because everyone goes through your shit with your parents.
Well, we come from stable homes at the end of the day. Fairly stable homes.
Right, like, and whatever. So I just, maybe that's controversial to say. I'm sorry. But
No. I think even if I'm gonna guess what you're saying, I just feel like our families are kind of good examples and they're good people. Then they work hard or whatever it is. So,
what is the silliest reason that you've ever dubbed somebody?
You can go first.
It was so weird, bruh. It was just like, this was a long time ago still, but it was my very first time hanging out with this boy, and we were like hanging out, and then out of nowhere, like he was across the room too, and out of nowhere, like we just like locked eyes, and he was just like, and I was like, he just started flicking his tongue to the air, and I was like, and then his tongue did not look like he brushed it. It was like the grossest looking tongue that I've ever seen. I promise you, I left.
How long did y'all talk before?
and I just remember.
It was a long time ago, so it was just like texting and casual, like, and then, bro, and that was the first time that we hung out, and I was like,
This is it.
okay. Right, like, yeah, and that was that.
What if you were dating him for a long time?
Not the air, bro. Like, I'm a whole human right here. Like, it was just weird for him. Like, and I don't know you like that, so it was super weird. Ooh, I was uncomfortable, and I never talked to him again.
Well, back in my time, I think I may have two. Don't text me if I don't text you back. Like, if I don't text you back, don't text me.
Don't double text.
That's a full times. Don't text me back.
No, I just talked to a lot of niggas because of that.
like, don't text me 4 times a day if I don't text you back. And another one is don't send me a link to your SoundCloud.
You're not gonna play that track?
Absolutely not.
You ain't a writer.
You ain't a writer.
But this was back in my day.
Right, but what if that person was like fine as fuck? And what if their music was really good?
It's just not for me. So
And then would you be mad as fuck if then they were like the next fucking Drake bit and you turn that nigga down?
No,
I don't
because
think so.
you would know they were lame.
But you know you
Okay,
wouldn't if you never listened to the music.
Oh, if it was strictly off of that, or like
yeah.
off of them texting back to back to back.
When
You're saying
they-
strictly off of the SoundCloud?
Yeah.
stuff?
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay,
now
okay.
with social media, I feel like I'd be able to know if he was gonna be Drake or not.
Yeah.
So
Right.
That's true.
that's just what that is.
Yeah, now with social media.
But
Changes your life. Who's next?
The stupidest.
oh god.
Okay, stop talking to people to the point where like, do you even know what you're trying to say? Because you lost me a long time.
Dang.
I think I have one where I stopped talking to someone because they had sand washed jeans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we went, like I hadn't seen them out like that, and like, so they're like going out pants were like sand washed jeans, and I honestly couldn't think of anything else throughout the whole time we were talking. This is going off rip when he pulled up. I'm like, this is going nowhere. This is absolutely not going to happen. So that person could be a great person. He really could, but it didn't. I literally had a drink, and I was just like, oh my god.
Your jeans.
Y'all remember jeans?
Okay, so we all know what the topic is. The topic is going through your partner's phone. So you all can chime in the comments of what you want to say. If you join us on Clubhouse, you can actually raise your hand and we can talk to you there. Your voice will be on the podcast if you join in on Clubhouse. Follow us on Clubhouse at the Girls Chat Pod as well. So let's get it started. So who wants to go first? How do you feel? Well, I'll go first, I guess, about going through your partner's phone. Don't do it. Because literally, I just personally feel like if you are looking through your partner's phone, you're going to find what you're looking for. Even if it's not exactly what you're looking, if it's not exactly what you think it is, there's going to be something in there that I feel like that's not to your liking. Yes, it's going to piss you off. And I have gone through a partner's phone, and it was 1,000% on accident. I know that sounds like not the truth, but it was 1,000% on accident. I went to go set my partner's alarm for them. To be a, sweet person. And when I did it, the phone literally opened up and it was already in the text message, and the first one I saw was pussy. And I knew from there it was no good. And I literally only read like that message. Like I read that message, and that was enough for me to know that everything that I
Did you stop talking to that person?
No.
Because of what you saw? Okay, that's my thing. Is if you're not going to have the balls, you did it by accident, so you said. But if you do it on purpose, if you're not gonna leave the person, then what's even the point of putting you through that?
I don't think it's even leaving the person. I think it's making them know that that's unacceptable and that's not what you're with. You can choose to stay with them or you can choose to go, but I don't think that looking through their phone and not leaving them is okay for them to be doing what they're doing on the phone.
I agree.
Sorry, and I've gone through many phones.
Yeah, and I just feel like and I saw a tweet that said this the other day. It was like, the real him is in that phone, sis. Like, because that's what it is.
Two different people.
So it's just,
It's like you don't even know who are you.
Exactly. I can't even, I'm looking at you and it's not even matching the person in this. So I think that, and then I saw another tweet actually that said, I'm sorry, but I just feel like a part of a healthy relationship is being able to touch your partner's phone whenever you feel like. You know what I mean? And I think that that's where it kind of stems from. Everybody lays up with their boo thing, whatever. And when we're laid up and you're on this phone and not once do you hit that text message app, but all you do is scroll down Instagram, or if you're moving funny, what's up? What's funny? I wanna laugh. And it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing.
They have something to hide.
Right.
Exactly. But I'm saying I am gonna go through it for sure. I'm gonna go through it, which is bad.
Right now?
And honestly, what I will say is, you know when you gotta go through somebody's phone, and you know when you don't have to go through somebody's phone. Because right now.
But what if you feel like you don't gotta go through it, and you go through and you like, holy shit.
Or you
I
open
thought
up
by
accident.
This is
Well, that's different. I'm not gonna go through it if I don't know. And then who this is?
I'm gonna know if I need to go through it. I feel like.
I just feel like, truthfully, if you feel like I don't see any there. Sorry.
No? Okay.
Robin might have some.
Okay,
Yeah.
I saw some.
Karina
your phone. Like, I don't even want that. That is too much. I'm such a, like, trying to be stress free as fucking possible. And
me neither.
so the thought of, if I feel like you said, you would know. Like, I agree with that. You will know if you feel like you have to go through somebody's phone. And if I feel like that, what are we doing? Why are we here?
So have you gone through somebody's phone and stayed with them? So like if you're saying that, then you've gone through that person's phone, you feel like you don't trust them, but you still stay with them after you've gone through their phone.
I haven't. Let me reiterate that I have not purposely gone through anyone's phone. I accidentally went through a phone, and
so
that's
what does that
all
mean?
that
Accidental or purpose? Or if
well,
you
but
did it
I
on
mean, it
purpose?
hurts. Well, if you do it on, if you're me, let's not beat around the bush. If you're me, and I don't want to say that like this is something that I do, that I whatever. Like, also, I'm in my I don't know.
It's probably because it's going on.
I don't know. It's a positive to poor connection. I'm not like just bless you.
Sorry.
I'm not just going through like. I'm also in. Oh fuck! Y'all are gonna rag me for it.
I don't know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
All right. I'm also in like my my first relationship in a wrong like in my adult life, like, so I'm also like learning, you know what I'm saying, like, so I'm learning. But at the same time, you know, I understand that it's a trust thing and blah blah blah, but I also just feel like it shouldn't be that big of a deal if I grab your phone, or you know what I mean, because it's not like, and also let's be clear, it's not like I'm like sneaking behind your back. It like we're right here.
I don't think that's what I think about going through someone's phone, meaning like you're going through the text messages and you're literally like scrolling, like looking for something.
Right.
Rather than like, oh, we're in the same car and my phone's connected, let me change the music.
Right.
No, but I mean I've scrolled, and I've scrolled. I've scrolled. No, not even wake up. You're awake. You're right here. Like, scroll.
Awake too, but also if you're sleeping, wake up. We have
All that.
I just feel like I don't know. I don't want to have to like. I agree with like my partner knows my password to my phone. I know their password to the phone. Like that's nothing. I don't have anything to hide. So you know, whatever. But I am not purposely looking through messages. I'm not doing that because and also like I said, because it's a too much work for me. Like that's just too much more work for me to have to go through with that.
Is it work or is it fear of you finding what you don't want? Like,
no, it's literally work. I don't have the time to go through your phone. I don't even go through my damn phone. I'm not going through your messages.
I feel
like I don't have the time to just scroll through. Somebody said something funny.
No, I just.
That was gonna say. I didn't want to say anything. I was like,
I've definitely gone.
Sorry,
through it.
y'all.
And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I've gone through and there has been nothing in it. So like.
Yeah. So then like. I don't know. Are you checking to see if
but
you made your progress? Like, good job, you made progress.
This is okay.
To get a full view, but I don't know how to do that.
Oh no, we already. No, that's the best.
Oh, you gotta do
the.
do the landscape where you unlock it.
No, sorry.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy if you're doing it in a sneaky, nasty, consistent,
like
way. Exactly.
But if you go onto their phone, okay. So for the
we
most
talk about things that when you drink that you done. Hey, I drank and gone through a
your
phone.
relationship you matured. So maybe that was something that was done in the beginning, but that's not being done as now. But I will say that I've definitely gone through phones and I've checked, hey, what's up? What's this? And you know, like I don't have to do that now.
One time I stumbled on something.
No, I don't stumble. I find it. Ain't no stumbling. I ain't looking by accident. It is what it is. But I feel like those are conversations that you could have with people and grow from that as well. So
yeah, I'm not going through nobody's phone. Also because I don't want nobody to go through my phone.
No,
You can go through my phone. That's my thing. That's my thing.
It's not that you can't. It's not that you can't. You 1000% go. I mean, like y'all can go through my phone. Y'all might see some shit y'all don't want to see as far as you know.
just
do it anyway. No, I'm joking.
Or do you say? Because this is my thing. I'm not for going through your partner's phone like behind their back. I'm not for that. However, I lost my train of thought. You're not for going through the
At the
phone.
end of the day, it's
But I just feel like
It ain't behind
if you
their
feel like you
back,
need to
it's
ask,
going
if you
behind
feel like
my
you need to
back.
ask me
Sorry.
and I show you my phone and you have a question about.
You don't have to ask. Just go through it. That's it. I don't know. I just don't. I want to be comfortable enough where if you need to go through my phone, you go.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm
But
sleeping,
listen. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. What if you are having a conversation about the person that you're with to like a friend
Then
or a
you just
family
have a
member?
conversation. That's that conversation.
But what if you don't
Or
want them
even
to
if you're
know
planning a
about
fucking surprise, man, like I'm planning a birthday party, man. Now you all the way
Well,
through my
just read
shit.
the
Like,
messages.
you don't need.
Well, then
and then that's
yeah.
risky too.
No,
Like that's
no,
fishy.
that part I
And-
get.
And then when you said like to feel comfortable enough to go through your phone, if you feel that comfortable, then I should never feel uncomfortable that I feel like I need to check your phone because I feel like you're doing something inappropriate. Like I shouldn't have to feel that I need to look for the inappropriateness that I think you're doing. I shouldn't have to feel
But
like
I don't
that.
even think checking or going to a phone is even for that because if I need to go through something, it's not like if he put his phone here and I go through it and I look for something, I'm not going through text messages. I'm just looking through his phone for like something. For example, if I'm like, oh, let me hold your phone real quick. I need to go on YouTube and I put in his password and I go like, I'm not going through his
Yeah,
phone.
but that's
I'm
not going through your phone though.
Okay.
That's different. That's
All
That's
right.
completely
using.
different.
That's
Yeah.
using.
but
It's
okay, so
still allowed.
going.
Yes.
So what about?
Yeah.
So what about?
That's not.
Same thing. You're like, hey, can I see your phone and go to YouTube? And he's like, huh? What?
Then okay, you should.
And then he unlocks the phone and then he goes to YouTube itself
No, but
and
yeah.
hands it
No,
to you
that's
for you
not
to
what
type in
it
the
is.
search
But
bar.
then that's
Then
when
bitch,
you're
I
like,
run to
what
the
the fuck are you
bathroom.
hiding? Let me see your phone. Like then that's when you
So
have
you think it's okay to say let me see your phone to your face like that and then
I mean, I guess because at that point you're not.
Still gonna run off with
At that point you're not. Historically. No, but I feel like at that point you're not. What am I trying to say? You have clear evidence. You know what did it say? You can't search your car unless you have whatever proof, like probable cause. Boom. Like at that point you have probable cause, and it's a conversation that needs to be had. So that's when you have the conversation. I just feel like at that point you're having the conversation because of an action that happened. You didn't just go through the phone because you've been building up in your head a story, and then you decide like, let me go through this phone, and then you find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well then yeah, I've never just casually gone through a phone, but I've always had probable cause.
Yeah.
And then I've also like gone through a phone for like a good reason, not a bad reason. No. I've gone through like looking. I don't want to say for clarity on something, but I just didn't want to press someone on.
Josh said, "Don't look through my phone, goddamn."
Like
Probable cause, Josh.
I don't want to press. Like there was a situation where I didn't want to press the person or disrupt our relationship over something that was simple. That in the end game, I realized that I probably just could have asked. You know what I'm saying? So I went through the phone and saw something else that like wasn't the end of the world, but like I just didn't approve of. You know what I mean? So at this point, like yeah. But also you like he given me his phone. You know what I'm saying? And so then it was this whole thing because he's like, I trusted you with it, then you went through it, and then it was like it wasn't even like that. It was like this, and I explained, and like I understand why he felt violated. But at the same time, you have to understand why I feel violated too. Because regardless, we're here now, baby, and this is what happened, and this is what was fact. So
yeah, at the end of the day, it turned out.
So
to be
now you have to explain.
Yes.
exactly,
Yes.
and you don't get to play mad now because
No.
After they explain themselves, and it's like, okay, well,
what if I see like I want your pee in my bitch?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying maybe you see a little flirty, maybe you see a little something. But what if at the end of the
I'm good at flirting.
what if at the end of the conversation you get an explanation that allows you to stay with them? Are you going to go through their phone again?
If need to, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, like that's
So
if
at
I
that
need
point,
to.
why are
Bro.
you staying with them?
If I need to.
If you have to continue
Because progress report.
That's what I'm saying.
Progress
But
report.
they should be able to show you that. Like, you should be able to see the changes.
First of
Like,
all,
you should-
niggas, the people, like the women that go through their niggas' phone, usually shit is perfect. Like, it's just like everything is going amazing, and then you go through their person's.
No, I don't think that.
Not in my case.
So a lot of women.
No,
That's what
I
happens.
haven't been on the phone in a little while, so like.
That's beautiful.
Because you actually
But
trust your partner.
No, we progressed because I had to go through it a few times before to talk about a few things.
This said talk about it. She wasn't talking.
I mean, and I guess that's true too, because it's like, when do you give up on a relationship? Like, when do you say enough is enough? Like, shut up.
My pin tweet it was that y'all go through your partner's phone. Shamari said, "Hell yeah, all 6 of them." His partner's phone.
And how did that go for you?
Yeah, how did that go?
How did that turn out?
I guess he's still with all 6.
He's still with all 6 of them.
Sounds like it's going well.
So that's you.
Anyways, so Casey, do you have anything to chime in?
I'm listening as usual.
No, but when is enough? Like, when is it?
I think you just know when enough is enough.
I feel like when you're in this situation, you can say that outside of the situation. Like, okay, if I go through my partner's phone right now and it's not what I want to see, are you leaving or are you staying? So it's like,
It depends on what it is. It depends on what it is that I saw. Number
what
one,
if you saw, damn, I had a good time with you last night.
I'm done. Like, and
You're done with what?
honestly, for me, like, let me tell you why. Because what I am realizing lately is that, like, for me personally, right, I'm on this journey of growth and like everything. It has to make me happy. It has to make me happy. So if that is what you're doing, and then especially like I think a big role of it plays into my job, right? So I'm about to be back at work. That's gonna fall, I think. But I'm about to be back at work, and I'm gonna be gone for 4 and 5 days at a time. You got me hell bent if you think that I'm gonna waste my time. Listen, I don't know where it came from, but you got me because I didn't want to curse back. If you think that I'm gonna be away for 4 and 5 days at a time and worried about what you're doing at home, oh no, baby, that's not making me happy.
Right.
So I think it has a large part to do with my job personally.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying too.
Yeah, if I was here, like because I'm here,
But
and
But
we're
that's
spending
what
more
I'm
time.
saying too, making you happy. Like, going through somebody's phone consistently, like I said, it's like a stressor. That shit would not make me happy. Like,
Yeah.
to always feel like I need to go through your phone, like like that would stress me out so much in my head that I'm like, I need to completely leave because that shit is stressful as fuck. Shit. That I always feel like, damn, what are they doing? I need to go to their phone. Maybe I should look.
He said it went well. We all happy still.
Good for you.
When I was
Jealous.
people's phone, I was
Stop,
skinny,
jealous.
so I should probably be saying
You were
I was
what?
skinny when I was going.
What does that have to do with anything?
Stress. The minute I stopped going through the phone, the glow came back.
Listen.
Oh my god. No, that. So what's the end result?
To be continued on the next episode of the Girls Chat Podcast.
This quiet ass girl right here.
You shy. We know you have some stories to tell.
I have too many.
She's trying to narrow it down, bro.
It looks like I think though we've all come to the agreement that going through the phone, we have all gone through the phone and ended up unhappy about going through the phone.
But I think
It told me what I was dealing with. So that at least at that point I knew what I was dealing with, and it was.
And you have the choice.
Yeah, to deal with it or not. And
That's a
also,
big part of it.
affected how
and then
affected
you
how
make
I
the
approach
choice
the
to
situation.
stay and then go through the phone again.
and then
No.
Yeah, because I need to know what I'm dealing with.
Hello.
I still need to know. Are we progressing?
Like a
Are
re-
we
like
not? Like
reassurance every month?
what is?
maybe 3 or 4 years in between each other. Like it wasn't like a back-to-back thing. I was dealing with the person.
That makes sense.
And
that does.
And every time it just reiterated the fact that I can't trust the person. So at least at that point I knew that, and I was about my business, he was about his business, and it was what it was. But I had the knowledge, and I wasn't in the dark about it. I don't like being in the dark about stuff. So.
Somebody said, as a single woman, I'm dating, so do not go through my phone. Your feelings will get hurt.
Like if you're in a relationship.
But
as a single woman,
As a single woman, like go ahead and get
Yeah,
her.
you can go. Yeah, your feelings shouldn't be hurt. You're not my
Yeah.
man. You're not my person.
But
so.
for a relationship, nah.
Yeah. I'm up
We are
and through
one.
the...
All up and through the.
So your phone is my phone.
All of it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sit up on this podcast and lie to y'all. Bro, like,
I am not doing it.
I'm working on it.
I'm not doing it.
I don't want to say like but because it really has not been that many times, and I really haven't ended up in no situation where I was just like in distress or nothing like that. But I think I said it on here before. Like I'm an overthinker, so that.
I think also with me,
But
I always catch
it's my job.
people at the wrong time. So like it's just something that I just always feel. So I just don't want to do it.
You just always
Because
feel.
she's freaking.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
That's what it was for me too.
I don't
know
even
what?
be looking for it, but it just.
No,
it-
you're
it-
not.
when
I'm
it
just
comes
kidding.
to
I'm
me,
right with
I
you.
be
Going
like,
through them
alright,
right with
alright.
you, which is bad. Shamari said he wants to know if he's the only one, so he needs to, so he can know if he should act accordingly. You're not the only one. We can start a podcast together about that.
No, I no.
Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I guess it's something like that.
Yeah.
Go through them phones.
Go through them phones. Don't go through them phones, y'all.
Go through their phones and follow the Girls Chat podcast from their accounts.
Ask permission. Ask permission to go through the phone, and if the person says no, take it and run. Okay, it's time for Guess Who Sent That Text. And this text goes, hey y'all, just wanted to drop by and let y'all know that we officially got married today. Boom, boom, boom. Like,
Who's married?
some life changes are happening.
It's me.
And also,
I'm pregnant.
We finished the cake already. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Stay tuned to find out what it is.
stay tuned to find out. We have some big changes happening. Our friend got married. Our friend is pregnant. Our second TGC baby. And we're so excited.
We are.
We love you.
I'm gonna cry again.
Okay,
Oh
so-
my God. No, we're not.
Because I was like this.
That was the last episode of the first season.
Right.
No tears
Wow, I
this
wonder if
time.
they watch our podcast and like can tell who the crybabies are.
Well, it's definitely Jeannie.
Well, we're-
now.
Yeah, Jeannie just
Oh, she
gets
broke the
deemed that
seal.
even though.
Stay tuned for more
Casey.
tears for the season. All right, love y'all.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh.
Thank you for watching the Girls Chat podcast.
Couldn't see your face, Robin.
And cut.
See.